Greetings, everyone. My name is Natasha Lamb. I am a licensed clinical social worker, founder of Perspectives Counseling of Northeast Florida, and the creator of Calm Cues, coming to you today casually with a word. My family and I are fresh off vacation, and today I want to talk about anxiety and unplugging. Before I get into this, if you've not already, please hit the thumbs up button to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Perspective Speak. You'll be alerted to when we release new content and materials, and you don't want to miss any of the information that we post. So, we have just come back from a cruise for our summer vacation because we wanted to take the kids to do something this summer, and it's crazy that we only have 2.5 weeks to go before school is back in session. So, leading up to the trip, I was very excited but nervous at the same time, and really just downright anxious, if I'm being honest. And the reason for that is being a business owner and a content developer, a program developer, and releasing a new product and trying to get all of my materials in order regarding this new product. I have been working around the clock leading up to this trip. So, I mean, from the moment my feet hit the floor and the moment until my head hit the pillow at night, during the week, on weekends, every free moment I had, I was working. And so while I was excited about being able to spend time with my family, I was also nervous about unplugging. So I was trying to frantically do as much as I could leading up to the trip because I knew there was just so many things that I needed to take care of before we actually left. So the trip comes, we board the ship, and it was amazing. We had an incredible time together. We had fun, and it was so wonderful to just unplug. And I want to ask all of you, how much are you really unplugging? You know, a lot of times we talk about self care and finding those activities that will help you manage your anxiety, that kind of allow you to disconnect from all the roles and responsibilities that you have. But what about the piece in regards to unplugging? When we wake up in the morning, you know, what is the first thing that we take in? For some of us, it's social media. Some of us is watching the news, and there's not a lot of good news on the news. So, you know, there's a lot of information coming at us that can sometimes cloud our ability to think through things that we are experiencing personally because we are so inundated by what's going on in the world and what's happening to other people. And it's not that I'm saying not to care or to be in the know about those things, but it's most likely very helpful to be mindful of how much of that content that you're taking in. Because depending on how much of this information that you're taking in, it can be hindering your ability to take steps to be the best version of yourself that you can be personally and professionally. I mean, think about a role as a therapist or a doctor. I mean, for the most part, doctors see patients when they're sick and when they're not well. And therapists most certainly aren't working with individuals because everything is perfect and amazing. We take in a lot of information in regards to our clients, and sometimes we develop what's called compassion fatigue. Doing this kind of work and at least being good at it requires that for the populations that you work with, there's a level of care and concern about the people that you are working with. And over time, this can all bog you down. And so, if this is our job and our profession, we on a regular basis have to be mindful of, okay, what good are we intaking to balance out all of the negativity that we hear because we deal in people's problems. And so I want to encourage, if you have not done so, in what ways can you unplug in the coming days or the coming weeks to be able to drown out the noise that is occurring around you that might be limiting the steps that you need to take to accomplish the goals that you desire for self. I don't know how many times I work with clients and there's this, I don't have time. I'll get to it, sometime next year, or I'll start it in a couple weeks. I just don't have time. Well, if you add up how much time you spend maybe on Facebook and TikTok and Twitter and Instagram Reels and whatnot, the time that you believe that you don't have is most likely spent doing some of these mindless activities that we do on our phones on a day to day basis. So, how much are you wanting to work towards accomplishing the personal goals that you have for self with no excuses? There's always going to be excuses for why you're not able to get something done. But as soon as you're willing to lay those excuses down and put them aside and look yourself in the mirror and say, what am I doing to get in the way of where I want to be, means that you're willing to take a good, hard, honest look at how you are getting in the way of accomplishing your own dreams and your own potential. So, whatever it might be, think about what your routines and your patterns are as far as watching the news, social media, and all the things that you say that you want to do for yourself that you haven't done, or because you say you don't have the time. And when you think about it, you really do have the time. It's just, how are you choosing to spend this time? So I want to encourage, be the best version of yourself that you can be personally and professionally. I'm finding as of late that while I absolutely love the gym and that's not going anywhere, is it enough? And so I've been listening to more motivational content in the mornings to give me that boost and that push to get going and to have that extra push that whatever barriers and challenges that I face in the midst of what I'm doing, I absolutely can get past it if I stay focused and keep grinding as much as I have been. But this time with some unplugging in place. Again, my name is Natasha Lamb. I am a licensed clinical social worker and founder of Perspectives Counseling of Northeast Florida. Also the creator of Calm Cues, asking you, in what ways do you plan to unplug in the coming weeks to find the improved version of yourself personally and professionally. Until next time, I'll look forward to seeing you guys again. Take care.